How about that?
That'll make Jerry Jones very happy.
I'm not happy that Michael Vick is starting against the Giants this week. Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what can you do? So,
absolutely nothing.
This is kind of shocking news, though. He says Roger Goodell wants the NFL to return to L.A., and he wants to bring the league to Europe on a permanent basis.
Well, you know who that's going to be, don't you? It's probably going to end up being the San Diego Chargers.
Goodell is a huge proponent of playing in London. He goes, quote, there will be 2 regular season games played in London this season and 3 in 2014. The games are wildly popular and have been sellouts.
Oh, la-dee-da. Big freaking deal.
Well, if you were commissioner, Jeff, what would you do if the NFL is so big in Europe, if they want to play? Would you propose a deal to make it happen?
If it's so popular in Europe, how come they couldn't keep Europe NFL going? Huh? Huh? Whistle me that there, Mr. Roger Goodell. Give me the answer for that. Huh?
I wonder if we had him on the show, what Jeff's first question would be. He'd ask about
have so many
he'd
questions.
ask about the anger management and all the other
I have
stuff.
so many questions, it's ridiculous. Why do you... Let me ask you a question, Mr. Goodell. How are you going to handle the travel arrangements?
Yeah,
every team
that's a
that
good
goes
point.
to... Every team that goes to London gets their bye the following week? Well, that's not good. What about when London team has to come to America?
I don't like this at all. I
No.
disagree with it. I think maybe,
Ridiculous.
okay, we could play a game or 2 in London for the American teams to go there, but to have an NFL
They
team in
can't-
the continent of Europe
they
is just
couldn't
a
even-
big mistake.
Sean, they couldn't even sell out stadiums for the European NFL League.
It's not going to make the NFL any better if they decide to do it. I disagree with it a lot because it doesn't make sense to play that. Like Ebo says, it doesn't make any sense at all to play NFL in the continent of Europe. Get out of town.
Yeah, I know. Ebo, you're 100%. The expense of that is ridiculous alone, and then the jet lag. What the hell's up with that?
True.
Not only that, you figure the team has to be in there by a Friday. So say they get in there Thursday. They got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're probably acclimated, ready to go, and then they fly home Sunday night.
I
Just
know.
when they're getting
And
acclimated, they got to leave. What are you freaking and fly 13, 14 hours and all that pain and what are you kidding me? That's
I have to go
just
to Washington,
crazy.
D.C. I go from Spokane to Denver, then Denver to D.C. in a few weeks. So it's like it won't bother me. But if I was an NFL player and I'd had to fly, from like San Diego to the continent of Europe or San Francisco or Oakland or Seattle, I'd be so drained and tired flying all the way over there.
Well, they're on chartered planes. It's only them on the planes. So you don't have to worry about anybody else. It's just the football team.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
right.
sense at all
But
about
it doesn't.
that.
You're right. The Ebo hit the nail right on the head. The expense of it is crazy. It's just
The
nuts.
expense is crazy.
It's ridiculous. I've never liked it. Nice play, David Freeze. I never liked it. I never liked games in London to begin with. Yeah, I understand that they like it. So why couldn't they keep the European NFL League going if they like it so much? Whistle me that one, Mr. Dixie.
He would make a team travel all the way to London every week. Yeah, it is. It's so expensive, and the money situation would not be right. So this is a big, big mistake for Roger Goodell to even go through with this. Now, if he wants to put a team in Los Angeles, I agree with that. I remember
Okay with
there
that.
were a lot of teams that used to play in L.A.
That I'm okay with. The LA team I'm fine with. I don't have a problem with. You put a team in freaking London, you're nuts. You are freaking absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
They couldn't. The NFL couldn't keep the European NFL League afloat because they didn't have the fans going to the games. You're gonna put in. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna put an NFL team there. The first year, it's gonna be great. They're gonna love it. They're gonna sell out every game. They're gonna love it. Trust me. Because teams, they'll get this. Hold on. They'll get this.
If
They'll
you
get.
look at the situation,
Sean, hold on one second. They'll get all the teams, like the Giants and the Cowboys and the Pats and the 49ers and Kansas City. All the teams will go in there to play, And then the teams that didn't go in this year, the following year, it'll be great because all those teams, they'll get them again, all different teams again. But after that, after the third year, you ain't going to be able to do it no more. Because the fans ain't going to come.
Not going to be able to do it no more.
The fans ain't going to be able to
just go really downhill. And that's going to really be bad for the popularity for people who are big NFL football fans.
The fans just will stop coming because they got other things to do. They're not going to sit out there and watch, Probably the first 2 years it'll work great. They'll sell out every game because the fans want to see these different teams. But after that, forget about it. It's ridiculous. They couldn't get fans to go to the European NFL Football League. How the hell are they going to get them going to the NFL League?
I have no clue how they're going to do it, what their expectations are, but it was something that I knew we would have to address on tonight's show because here's something else. The NFL has not had an NFL franchise in Los Angeles since 1995 when both the Rams and the Raiders relocated. And I remember how Al Davis got ripped for that, too. Remember, he went from Oakland to L.A., and then he went Oakland to L.A., and then from L.A. right back on up to Oakland. So that was a big mistake. And now all of a sudden, the Rams were there, too, the Los Angeles Rams, and they relocated and moved to St. Louis to become the St. Louis Rams. So this idea of playing an NFL in L.A. I can understand, but with the continent of Europe, I wouldn't go for it one bit. And the team that's going to be playing a lot in the continent of Europe will be the Jacksonville Jaguars at Wembley Stadium. Goodell was asked by a fan about going back to L.A. and where it ranks on the league's wish list compared to putting a team in London. He goes, quote, "It doesn't matter," Goodell said. He goes, "I'd love to be back in Los Angeles."
He's got, you know what? That's what? Third, fourth big market, right? And they don't have a football team.
No.
They don't have a football team. New York market's got 3 football teams. New York Giants, New York Jets, and the Buffalo Bills. New York's got 3. Dallas has got 2. Or Texas, I should say, has got 2, right?
Yep.
Houston and Dallas. Correct?
Correct.
California's got San Francisco, Oakland, and San Diego, right?
Right. And that's it.
And that's it. How about that? That's crazy. Those big 3 right there, right? And freaking, they used to have an L.A., one of the biggest cities, doesn't have one. How nuts is that? Way to go, L.A. I hate to say this, but I would not be shocked if San Diego Chargers end up in L.A.
You wouldn't be shocked if the St. Louis what?
I wouldn't be shocked if the San Diego Chargers would. Where did you hear St. Louis?
Oh.
I got an idea. Turn your freaking head away from the baseball game.
Okay,
and then maybe you'll hear what the hell I'm saying.
Well, it's a little bit staticky. I was having trouble hearing you.
Yeah. Use that as an excuse. That always works great.
No, I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth.
Yeah. You're worried because Big Poppy's up there with 2 strikes and you're freaking out because they're down by 1. Relax. Chill out there, young fella.
I know.
There's nothing.
Anyway, you were saying you would not be surprised.
I'm going to have an intervention with you right now. There's nothing you can do. He just hit a single. Relax. There's nothing you can do. Man on first and third. Relax.
I know. Anyway, I was saying you were not surprised with San Diego, right? You would not be a bit surprised.
I say I would not be surprised at all. See, if you were listening to what I was jibber-jabbering about, I wouldn't have to say it again. I said I would not be surprised at all. Instead of watching the damn Boston game, I should make you turn the TV off. Because last time this happened, you were paying more attention to the game than you were the show.
I just couldn't hear you. It's the truth. I was staticky.
You're watching that fat bastard run around. I said... See, now you made me forget what I said. I said I would not be a bit surprised if the San Diego Chargers moved to L.A. That's what I said.
Okay, well, yeah, and to point out, I wouldn't be surprised surprised about it either. You got to keep in mind, LA has been talking with San Diego. Another possibility is Jacksonville. Maybe Jacksonville would move to Los Angeles, or maybe Minnesota would move there. Well, I don't see Minnesota moving there.
No, but you think Jacksonville might? That's why they're losing all these games?
Yeah.
Then maybe Jacksonville can move to London. I like that idea, Ebo. They could sell off the Jaguars to London. I like that.
Yep.
That's a good start for the European team. Take Jacksonville right out of the NFL and stick them in the European NFL League. That's a good idea. I like that.
That is a possibility.
I like that, Ebo. Thank you for making me think of that. I like that. That'll work out nice. You know that, right? Hey, Ebo, where are you standing in the standings? Keep going there, Sean. I'm listening.
The London Jaguars. Now, that's a real funny thing.
Now, that's disgusting.
London Jaguars are going to be playing in the NFL. They got a deal.
Yeah, right. They got a deal. They didn't go to L.A. They went to London.
Oh, gosh. Well, I don't know how Roger Goodell is going to pull this off.
That's disgusting.
NFL, throughout all the years we've grown up, has always been an American sport. Okay. And everybody who watches it around the world knows that they got their favorite teams. And I wonder how Pink Sheet Boy would feel about having a football team in the continent of Europe. I'd have to ask him about that or send him a message on Facebook.
Where's Gio? Is he in the house tonight?
I don't see Gio there, but I know Ebo is here.
Yeah, Ebo's in second.
I hope Kenny shows up too. I don't know if Kenny's going to show up.
No, I don't think Kenny's working. Ebo and Gio are tied for second.
And that's where we get to our next topic. We talk about the standings in the Fantasy Pro Football Pick'em. I'm leading Ebo by 3 points.
Look at him. The only time he ever wants to talk about it is when he's leading, when he's in first place.
That's right. I am leading.
Yeah, but you're only up by...
I'm hoping I can pick up 11 or 12 points this week.
Get the hell out of here. You're only up by 3, first of all, over Ebo and Gio, and you're only 4, and I'm only 4 behind you. So you better watch out, man. We got you circled now. And Kenny's right behind me. So we got your ass circled, brother. We're coming.
Schmedley pride.
We're coming. Oh, look, they got the pitcher out of the game. How about that, man?
Anyway, so that's what we got right now in the standings. What I have to admit, last week, I did pretty bad. I only picked up about 8 points. I didn't do very well with that.
I know you did really bad. You're disgusting.
Gio even said the same thing when we were Skyping.
That was disgusting. That was really good. I think I had 9 or something like that last week. I don't remember what I did last week, but I'm ranked 4th right now. I'm coming after you, man.
Schmedley Pride is going to dominate all of you, and when Schmedley Pride wins, you'll be eating a lot of your words.
I do believe Boston just tied the game.
Oh, good.
Are you okay? You feel a little bit better now?
Yeah, I can take an Altoid pill or something.
Take an Altoid pill. Look at him. Take an Altoid pill. Yeah, you're nice. An Altoid pill. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Altoid boy. Nice. Nice. Hey, you know what's an interesting matchup this weekend?
What?
You got the Battle of the Birds.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The Battle of the Birds. You got the St. Louis, the Phoenix Cardinals, right? Playing
Arizona.
Phoenix Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals.
It's okay.
Playing the Atlanta Falcons. The Battle of the Birds, man.
Battle of the Birds, and this should be a great matchup. I can't wait till we get into our picks about
and then
that. We got some other matchups that are big,
and then Minnesota had to take a step back. Christian Ponder is going to be the starting quarterback on Sunday because obviously Josh Friedman has concussion symptoms and he's not going to be playing. How about that? And Champ Bailey's also out for the Broncos. So a lot of interesting things. You know, Mr. Leslie Frazier, head coach of the Vikings, I don't know what he's thinking. You know what? In fact, I don't even think he is thinking. I think he's being told who the quarterback is by the owner. And I don't think he has a choice.
Well, Jeff, here's what I have to get at here, okay? The point is, I've pointed it out plenty of times on the show, and I think I was Wednesday or something last week. It's been the Vikings' problem all